What proofreading tips help you choose the best words? Imagine trying to tell a story, but the words you pick make it confusing or hard to understand. That's why choosing the right words when proofreading is so important. It's not just about fixing spelling mistakes. It's about making sure your message is clear and fits your audience. When you check your work, focus on how your words sound and what they mean. Sometimes, words that sound alike can be mixed up. For example, accept and accept sound similar but have different uses. Picking the wrong one can change your message completely. A simple trick is to read your writing out loud. When you do this, you can hear if a sentence sounds awkward or if a word doesn't fit. If a sentence feels strange when spoken, it probably needs a better word choice. Reading aloud also helps catch repeated words or missing words that you might overlook when reading silently. For example, if you say there when you mean there, hearing it can make the mistake obvious. Another helpful tip is to read your text backwards, starting from the last word. This way, your brain focuses on each word separately. It makes spotting spelling errors and wrong words easier because you aren't distracted by the sentence's meaning. If you wrote effect when you meant effect, reading backwards can help you notice that mistake. Pay attention to words that are often confused. Words like there, and there sound alike but have different meanings. To check if you use them correctly, try replacing there with they are. If the sentence still makes sense, you used it right. If not, you need to pick a different word. It's also good to look at each sentence on its own. Check for fragments, run-on sentences, or vague pronouns. If a word doesn't add clarity or help your message, consider replacing it with a more precise one. Instead of very good, you could say excellent or outstanding, depending on what you want to express. Punctuation is part of choosing the right words too. A misplaced comma can change the meaning of a sentence. For example, let's eat grandma versus let's eat grandma shows how punctuation affects understanding. When proofreading, pause at each punctuation mark and make sure it's correct. This helps you pick words that fit the sentence's structure. Knowing your own writing habits can also help. If you tend to overuse certain words or make the same spelling mistakes, make a list of these errors. When proofreading, check for these common issues. This way, you can pick better words and avoid repeating mistakes. In the end, proofreading for vocabulary is about paying close attention to your word choices, sentence structure, and punctuation. Reading your work out loud, backwards, and carefully examining each sentence helps you find the best words. Checking for confused words and knowing your habits makes your writing clearer and more accurate. These simple steps make a big difference in how well your message comes across.